Gus, the light bulb came on. I've had a catheter.
Catharsis.
I think you're getting the wrong idea. I just could sense that you're totally swamped. Figured I'd come on in, offer up my soothsayer services. Sayer services?
Soothe services.
Soothe services,
But my arms are slender. Slender? What? Slender.
Skinnier?
Yes.
I can see the altimeter in the wreckage of Warren's plane.
altimeter?
Altimeter.
Altimeter. Here's the plan. You ring the doorbell and distract whom? Person.
You staked it out, right? I know you staked it out.
Oh, it got staked. Stuck. Staken? Staked, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it got staked.
It's called surveillance. I surveillate things. I'm a purveyor of surveilorism.
Are you saying we go undercover?
Saying we assume alternate identities so that we can get in there and investigate without drawing any extra attention to ourselves.
Oh, piss. Ain't nobody telling me I can't do anything no more.
That was the worst English I've ever heard.
And he has more integrity in his furry little hand, paw, than most people have in their whole appendages. Appendages.
What?
All of. Most people have in all of their appendages combined.
Mr. Spencer, is it?
Yes, that's correct, Mrs. Barndor. Take Bill Met Snatcher Bick Gertsten Per Plintkin Baumgartner. I mean, what do you call those coffee people? They're not cashiers, they're not waitresses.
Barista.
I guess if you don't know the answer, don't make up words.
Relax, buddy. No reason to get all a thwack.
A thwack, that's not a word.
It's Viennesian.
That's not a language.
How sure are you about this theory?
Crystal. That doesn't really work. Very, very sure. Now, in the landlord's statement, he said the body was found here in the supine position. So, please, if you will.
Sure. Just tell me what supine means.
Gus, supine. Sue. Pine. What are you doing?
Bidding for talismans?
Talisman.
Did he have any enemies that you know of?
No, I don't think so.
How about frenemies? Pertenemies? How about pal holes? Chief, sometimes you have to jump off a cliff. You have to close your eyes. You have to unhook your clip chassis. Chassis? Climbing thing.
Fool us once, shame on you. Fool us twice, shame on us.
Fool us thrice. Makes an ass out of you and me.
Nope.
We're soon parted.
That's a fool in his money.
What a fool believes.
Show him.
She's a female Mustang. That doesn't make any sense. Technically, that would make her, what?
That would be a filly.
A filly, everyone. Bessie is technically a filly. And now, all that money is in my briefcase. Is this a briefcase or an attaché?
I think it's a briefcase. Attachés have a softer shell.
Really? That's all that differentiates them? A softer shell?
Well, attaché does have a better ring to it.
Let's go with attaché. What's in the attaché? Attaché sounds pretentious, dude.
Well, it could be the way you're saying it.
You say it.
Attaché.
What's in the briefcase?
Pass me the satchel.
Ooh, satchel. I didn't think of that one.
Yeah, she was once married to this guy who couldn't grow hair. What's that called?
Bald.
Alopecia.
That's the fear of beans.
What the heck?
Dude, why would someone take gemcitabine or capcitabine?
Wow. You were nowhere close on the pronunciation. Oswald was on Prozozin for high blood pressure.
Ha! Why would he possibly leave without his parnellation?
And that stuff that looks like coral but moves when you touch it. Gus, what am I talking about?
Sea anemones. Sea anemone.
Don't do this to yourself.
Sea anemones?
Yes.
This little nook is not in camera range.
It's not a nook.
What would you call it? It's clearly not a corner. Cranny? Will you sign off on cranny?
Why am I here, Sean?
Because somebody didn't want the camera to see whatever happened in this cranny.
I never signed off on cranny.
They're all scraped up from burglarizing. Burglarization? Burglarism.
So you think someone planted it in his locker?
No, I think someone put it there on purpose. Yeah, the camera adds 10 years.
It's 10 pounds.
Shh, just shh.
You're guilty of attempted patricide.
And you tried to kill your own dad.
But what is not important, Mrs. Clayton, is who accused who of partricide.
You mean patricide?
And what's partricide?
Killing a partridge.
It's a victimless crime.
No, it's not, Joe.
Who's the victim?
The partridge.
You realize you repeat yourself when you're trying to impress someone?
Yeah, right. Whatever. Please.
You kind of do.
Told you so. Touche.
You can't touche yourself.
Sure I can. You're bad.
It's not my bad. You can't my bad for someone else.
Yeah, but you ain't mad at it, though. Know what you're
Will
saying?
you stop it?
We have found our arson murderer.
What?
Fire arseman. Señor Pantalones de Fuego?
This could be our killer.
Furderer.
What?
Fire murderer. Furderer.
How can you two be responsible for solving all these cases? I can't believe you get out of bed in the morning without hurting yourselves.
Oh, but we do. And injury-free since June of last year, when Gus broke his finger flipping the injury countdown calendar. Wait, that's irony, right?
Irony is you asking me what irony means every time you say it. If it's any consolation, all of his ideas stank.
Stunk.
Stank.
Stinketed?
That was the lab. The toxicology reports are conclusive. The principal toxin found in the poison that Lance ingested is called naphthalene.
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 What, Philip?
Naphthalene.
Naphthalene?
Does this mean anything to you?
The main ingredient in mothballs is naphthalene.
Naphthalene?
That's enough.
And they have to have a love of correct grammar. That's not a rule. You said we could have one special rule. That's mine.
And that's the best rule you could think of.
I think you mean that's the best rule of which you can think.
I'm not being in a club like this.
Fine. I don't need you and your misplaced prepositions.
It's all semantics, guys.
It's not semantics at all.
Note to self, look up the word semantics.